Welcome to the first video for the left sleeve of the Ruffle sweater.
Okay, so I couldn't find a bulky sock pattern today. So instead we're going to knit a sweater. So we're going to knit the Ruffle sweater. And we're going to start with the sleeves with the ruffle. And then we're going to move to the back pieces, starting with the ruffle. And then we will decide what we're doing with the fronts. And our last piece that we do is the collar. I have a little guest in my studio today, and she's actually with me for the next 2 weeks. So she will be our special guest in the studio while we do our knitting. I already did the tension swatch in the previous video, so we're just going to start knitting. Our instructions say that we need 36 left and 36 right for the first ruffle. I think we're going to increase that to 40 and 40. And then we're going to start with, of course, waste yarn. And then we will do an E-wrap. And from there, we will knit a whopping 5 rows. And then we will take it off on a garter bar. And then we will do our little math and figure out where to go from there. So stay with me while I reinsert my favorite waste yarn and the working yarn. Alright, so now we're going to add our high vis. Locking it in. I'm going to stick with tension 6. Seriously thinking about doing weave cast on, but we'll save that for another. So just knit across. Clip it. Oh, I got to figure out a way to stab it. I'll be back. Okay, so I cannot find my connection piece for my 2 cast on foams. That's okay. No harm. I'm now going to knit across at least twice. You're fine. Oops, this one missed. We'll quickly collect it. There we go. All right, one more time. Oh, missed another one. You're fine, puppy. You're fine there, pupper. This may be a short video because Pupper is getting a little upset. Okay, I do have to do my decrease. Okay, so we're back down to 40 and 40. 2 more rows. Okay, that's enough of the waste yarn. I want this to slide right out. So I'm going to make a loop on purpose. Now I'm going to cut it. Oh. Of course, I put my scissors down somewhere silly. Be back. Okay, I found them. Scissors are now put away properly. We are now grabbing our working yarn. I have the choice of E-wrap or double E-wrap. I think for security, we should do double E-wrap. And then that gives it a finished edge instead of a raw looking edge. So I'm going to make a more generous loop so I have enough of a yarn tail to work with. Now, the sad part is we only need 5 rows. So this will go fairly quickly. I just want to make sure all of my latches are actually open. And forward. And they are. It is clipped. Tightened up. Just a little bit. All right. Close the latch. Pull it through gentle. Second one. Pull it through. Okay, pupper. You don't have to pull it very far. You just want to make sure that the stitch is locked in. Okay, last few. You're okay, sweetie. Opening the door, putting it in. Okay, now we need to make sure that all of these are going to knit off. You want to make sure that you bring them all forward. Okay, didn't lose anybody. Puppy's cute as a button. We're at 0. We're going to knit you know, maybe instead of 5 rows, we're going to make it a little more generous. So we're going to knit 10. So we're going to do sets of 10 for these ruffles, and we're going to do them all exactly the same. So 10 rows, tension 6, no changes. Okay, so that is now complete. So let's see what's next. So we're going to go down to 33 and 33 from 40. So that's not very far. I think the puppy needs a little bit of a break. So while she struggles a little bit, we're going to do our calculations. Divide the smaller number of stitches by the larger number of stitches. The result will be the decimal figure, and then go down to the chart. Oh, I got a calculator here, old school. So so we have 66 divided by 80. Hey, sweetie, calm down. Equals 0.825. So 0.815 is pretty close. So we will do, starting at center, going to the right, and then center going to the left. We do double up, 3 singles, double up, 4 singles. And so I'm going to deal with the puppy, come back, and we'll start doing those transfers. All right, she's quite happy down beside me. So 0.825. Grabbing our single prong transfer tool. Starting at 0. Well, starting at 1. So we double it. Put that one out of work. And then we go 1, 2, 3. And then this one is doubled. One, 2, 3, 4. This one is doubled. One, 2, 3. These ones are doubled. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is doubled. 1, 2, 3. This one is doubled. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is doubled. Now here I have 5 left. If I did 1, 2, 3, I would end on this one. I'm going to double up the previous, leaving these 2 open. Okay, now reading this backwards, we are going to we're not going to double those. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, double it. 1, 2, 3, double it. 1, 2, 3, 4, double it. 1, 2, 3, double it. 1, 2, 3, 4, double it. 1, 2, 3, double it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if we double those ones, that won't work as well. So we're going to, again, double up the ones that are just inside. Okay. Anything that is not in work goes out of work. Now we do need to remove the cast-on comb, and we need to introduce our garter bar. I think the best way to do this is for me to remove my ribber, because we're not going to need it anyway, and then we have a lot more room to work with. So I'm going to take a few minutes, get that done, and then we can see what I'm doing and do a better job. Alright, so we're going to remove this cast-on comb gently. The puppy's going to get into some nonsense, because that's what puppies do. Puppies are funny. Okay, so we have no weight on the product. And now we need to bring everybody forward. Oh, honey, eat your rawhide. Puppies are funny. Oh, almost lost one here. Okay. That's why I'm happy I'm going slow. Nice and gentle because this is very fragile yarn. Tilting it upward. What's the matter there, Trixie? You all tangled up? You'll be fine. Give me a minute. You can see with the lack of weight on it, it's a lot easier to maneuver. Okay. We are safe and on the garter bar. Now we got to lower it down to 33 and 33. So bring them up. And then go down. That's 32, that's 33, and that's 33. Okay. I'm going to have lots of starts and stops. And the puppy's going to be very upset with me the entire time. She's only a few weeks old, so crying is normal. She will get used to this. Okay, so we're going to move the first 3. 1, 2, 3. Lifting it up, moving it over. Not quite sure exactly where the problem is. I'm sure I'll find it shortly. 1, 2. Picking it up. Moving it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving it over. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, we're getting close to one that slipped backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. It's moved again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Looks like we got a little problem here. It's okay, we'll just ignore it for now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one is actually okay just to leave it. All right, so something happened here, and this little one jumped off of its needle. Okay, I got most of it back in there. Okay, you can now push these back. And now you got to weight it. How are you going to weight it? That is up to you on the method of your choice. And I have a phone call.
This is a good place to stop. In the next video, we will do layer number 2.